On July 21st, 2018, 12 people gathered together for an adventure unlike any other. And this is the conclusion of that story. Are you ready to see it? We're gonna start the finale. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Forrest, Fenn. This season of Survivor Winthrop has taken 12 castaways on its most ambitious journey thus far. They've competed in exhausting challenges and searched for various items in order to embrace this year's theme, Treasure Hunt. They've also had to form alliances and make shocking moves against them in order to outlast each other. Now, the game is narrowed down to 5 players, and soon it will be time to choose a winner. Will it be Bree, who has looked out for herself first and foremost and is not faced by the fact that she has been a target?
Oh my goodness. I wasn't really surprised, but so nerve-wracking.
Or will it be Mercedes, a true underdog who, after falling on the wrong side of the numbers, has been forced to watch each member of her alliance get voted out one by one, but is determined to not give up?
I mean, it's definitely getting to the point now where, I sense this is like a game. I really don't know who to trust.
Then there's Amy, who has stayed positive but has also made it clear that she's here to play, going so far as to vote out a close ally early on and endure some painful challenges.
I'm trying to be positive, but not cocky. Get cocky, you get out.
Or will it be Eliza, who has given the game everything she's got from the start and has continued fighting down to this moment?
My strategy is to win. It's been a lifelong dream to win, and I feel like I'm a good player.
And finally, there's Mike, a Survivor Winthrop villain through and through, who has timed all his moves perfectly and is here to prove that villains can win.
I'm in a good spot. I'm not going home.
Am I fighting to stay in it?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
5 people have given this game their all, and now it's time for this season to conclude. Only one of them will be named this year's sole survivor in the exciting season finale of Survivor Winthrop, Treasure Hunt. Jury, you guys are free to go back inside. The rest of you, could you please hang tight here for a minute with me? We're gonna have our challenge right here, right now. Immunity is back up for grabs for a guaranteed spot in the final 4. Could you all do me a huge favor? Count how many coins you have left. Amy and Eliza, you guys are out of coins? How many do you have, Bree?
13.
Mike?
5.
Mercedes, how many do you have? I want to know the total. Okay. 20. Mercedes, you have embraced our theme for this year. And as the one who has the most coins, you win individual immunity. Come right up here. I'm gonna give you this necklace. All right. Mercedes is safe from the next vote. Guaranteed a spot in the final 4 of this game.
You guys can head back to camp. We're gonna have 5 minutes of strategizing, and then we'll get back right here.
It depends on how many coins you had, and Mercedes got
She
all
bought
her old
something, too.
tribe members gave her her old coins.
Yep.
I'm very excited because I was definitely going to be the next one out. It's final 4 of them. They've had a strong alliance from the start, so there's no way I was going to be able to break that bond. And physically, I don't think I was in a position to win the next challenge. So, but you know, this really came from like the rest of my team because we would all pass the coins. So like I have Elisa's, Cole's, and Brian's coins. You know, now they're gonna have to vote someone out. So maybe I could convince Brie, but she's like really planning it to play it. I think I could pair up maybe with Brie or Amy. We'll see. But you know, I'm just so happy I made it Final Four. I can't believe I made it this far.
I think it happened.
And got backstabbed.
Yeah, I did in the first round too. It's okay though. Like, it's crazy when things happen.
So you've been one of my favorite parts.
And like,
I don't know.
Well, you know my closet idol. That's what Brian told me.
but you trust me because he can't believe that.
He was sure about that.
It's really stressful because you become close, which seems really tacky. But I mean, one day, but you don't want to vote anyone out.
Text mix?
Oh, it's sure. Thank you. Are you any warmer now?
Yeah. This piece is so warm.
That's good.
I've been loyal to an alliance that I've got that's gotten us this far. They could be voting for me right now. I don't have a necklace.
Gotta get someone from our alliance out.
We will now bring in the members of our jury. Jordan, Becca, Kobe, Jared, Cole, Elisa, and Brian voted out at the last tribal council. Right. We are so extremely close to the end of this game. And I have just one question I want to ask each of you. Mercedes, who would you say has been controlling this game? Mike, who would you say has been controlling this game?
Up until last tribal, the 5 of us.
Amy, your thoughts?
It's hard to say. It's one person, I think. Like, because it's so many layers of Survivor. Like an onion has a lot of layers.
As you have learned.
Yes. But I think we've done a nice job to get this far.
Eliza, who would you say has been controlling things?
As they both said, I'd say it's been all 5 of us. I feel like it's been more of a solo game this whole time, but now it's gonna be up to everyone to make their own decisions again.
Bree, I'm assuming you're going to say the same answer as everybody else. But where would you say you fall on the totem pole?
In the middle.
Interesting. Well, we are going to see how strong these alliances throughout the game have actually been. And it is time to vote. Take your torches, go line up.
I just really wanted to write your name.
If anybody has a hidden immunity token and you'd like to play it, now is your last chance to do so.
I don't think I need to. Just in case I'm not going home.
Playing this for yourself? All right. This is an official immunity token. Any votes that have been cast against Mike will not count. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Eliza. Mike does not count. Amy. It's 1 vote Eliza, 1 vote Amy. Amy. It's 2 votes Amy, 1 vote Eliza. 8th person voted out of Survivor Winthrop treasure hunt and the 8th member of our jury. Amy. Bring your torch. Amy, the tribe has spoken. No. It's time for you to go.
I'm sad. I wanted to play till the end, but it was a really fun game. I'm happy about how I played. Yeah, I would have liked to win an immunity idol so that I could have saved myself. I was happy Mike saved me once, and that's it.
Everybody give it up for Amy! Definitely one of my favorite players from this season, for sure, I have to say. And up to you. Amy, can you walk us through what was going through your mind when you were voted out just now?
I was really sad because I really wanted to play to the end, and I thought that Mike and I would have been together with 3. So, I was like trying not to cry.
Oh, I was too.
And the jabs,
Yeah.
from Mike, but that's okay.
Were there any hard feelings after the fact?
No.
You guys are on speaking terms
We
now?
hugged it out.
Okay. All right, that's good to hear. All right, give it up for Amy once again. All right, guys, here we are. Final 4. Your last challenge starts now. Here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna tell you a little story about a very famous treasure hunt. Afterwards, go from there. It all depends on how well you listen. This is the story of Forrest Fenn's treasure. Forrest Fenn was a fighter pilot in the United States Air Force, where he gained a reputation as an adventurous swashbuckler. After retiring from the Air Force, he opened a very successful art gallery with his wife Peggy, selling everything from old artifacts to fine art. However, Fenn was diagnosed with cancer in the year 1988. Not expecting to survive, Fenn wanted his life to end in a special way. He made plans to have an autobiography of his life published detailing his adventures. The autobiography would also serve as a cryptic guide to a treasure chest that Fenn was planning on hiding somewhere in the Rocky Mountains, along with his own body. Yes, after hiding the treasure, his plan was to take some pills and lie himself to rest with it. His autobiography would contain a poem which would include subtle clues to guide readers to the hidden treasure. Yet, in an unexpected turn of events, Fenn's treatments worked, and the cancer went away. Still, he couldn't let go of his treasure hunt idea. He had already purchased the chest, an ornate bronze lockbox, and didn't want it to go to waste. So he spent the next 20 years filling the treasure chest with a variety of goodies. In the year 2010, Fenn surprised them all when he finally hid the treasure. Without telling his wife, he drove out to some spot in the wild of the Rocky Mountains with the chest in tow. Not long afterward, Fenn's autobiography was published under the title The Thrill of the Chase. The response was overwhelming. National news reports detailing potential new clues are aired on a regular basis. Fenn estimates some 350,000 people have set out in search of the treasure, yet none have been successful in their quest. 4 people have even lost their lives due to their search, prompting their families to beg Fenn to call off the hunt. Even so, Fenn promises the treasure is exactly where he left it. How much longer will Fenn allow this treasure hunt to continue? He still has a plan in mind. Once the value of the treasure inflates to $10 million, he is going to go back and retrieve the treasure for himself. When asked why he initiated the hunt in the first place, Fenn reflected on how he has overcome all the obstacles he has faced, and he replied, "I just wanted to give some people some hope." All right, let's get to this. Mercedes, give me the necklace back. And let's go get to this challenge. You guys can follow me. All right, you guys can follow me. Here's how it works. I hope that story is still fresh in your minds, because you are going to answer some questions from it. Starting from behind that table, you are going to proceed to 5 different questions about the story. There's 3 possible answers for each question. Whatever answer you think is correct, grab 1 bag that corresponds to it. There's 4 bags at each answer, 1 for each of you to take. You're gonna take that bag back to your spot at the table. 1 of you at each side of the table, okay? Open the bag. It's gonna have a wooden chip in it. If the chip has a letter on it, you have answered correctly, we can move on to another question. If the chip is blank, you are wrong. You take that chip and that bag, go to the other end of the yard, throw it in that pool, then go try again. Once you have all 5 correct bags, you will then flip over the question that is at the final table and use the lettered chips to unscramble the answer to that question. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna assign the spots over here. Okay, form unity and a guaranteed spot in the final 3, 1 and 3 shot at the grand prize. And you also have your jury members putting the pressure on, just so you know. Survivors ready? Go! Oh, Eliza has her first question wrong. So go try again. Bree is wrong. Mike is wrong. Mercedes in the lead. Mercedes has her 3rd letter. And memory is serving her well. Everybody fighting hard for this one. Mercedes in the lead. Mercedes is down to her last question. The others are struggling. Eliza has one right. Mike is wrong. Right. Mercedes is working on unscrambling these letters and answering that final question.
I've taken all 3 and none of them had a letter.
Let's Mercedes think she has. Mercedes!
That's all 3 and none of them.
Mercedes got right, so the mistake was yours, not ours.
I didn't have a letter in all 3.
You gotta be wrong. All right.
Good job.
Mercedes.
She's growing up.
Sorry, is that over? All right. Okay.
I love you guys. I love you
Mike,
guys.
I'll look at it after, okay? It's done. Okay. Mercedes, guaranteed spot in the final 3. She's gonna get a chance to plead her case to the jury. The rest of you, you got 5 minutes back at camp to strategize, and I'll see you at Tribal.
Good job, guys.
Girls.
That was intense.
Man, it was so, she had to
like-
get that, and she did it.
Yeah, she
won
did.
it.
Man, you deserve that. Which one was it?
how'd
What
you
was
get-
he?
how'd you
What
get so-
position
what
did he
was-
hold?
Yeah.
He was a firefighter.
How'd you go so quickly?
Okay. What was his name?
Forrest?
How'd you go so
Forrest Fenn.
quickly?
Yeah. How did it go so quickly?
You didn't
went
get any
so
wrong,
quick,
did you?
no.
Yeah.
I just,
I got 2.
I just listened.
I listened to numbers.
I was listening to the numbers too.
Numbers
and I-
stick to me like
Yeah.
crazy.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you now. I've made more enemies than anybody here on that jury.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you I'm not getting any votes.
All right. I gotta think.
Yep.
You played really well.
Yeah. Well, not in a social way. My pitch to Mercedes was, I've made a lot of enemies. I asked her if Russell Hantz ever won the game. She said no. I said, who would you compare me to? Made her think. I'm hoping I pitched take Eliza out, because Eliza survived the first vote of this game. Yeah. If you can do that and then make it all the way here, that's big.
Do you think anyone would vote for Eliza at the end?
Yeah, because she had the first vote this whole game and survived.
He's played this game so many times and hasn't won. He wants this more, I think, than any of us. And even though he's made some people on jury mad, when people on jury are mad, that's because he did something really good and got them out.
Eliza survived the first vote. We tried to get her out on the first vote.
She's played well.
And
Yeah.
she's going to also bring that up if she makes final 3.
Yep. I have nothing to lose. I'm just gonna try to make as much crazy drama as I can. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm just working towards that.
Yeah, you're really good. You're vicious.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying? All right.
You're going to do what's best for you.
Yeah.
I honestly don't expect to make it final 3. But if it happens, I'm so excited.
The thing is, when they have enemies, they're gonna want you to win because you know good routine.
We will now bring in the members of our jury. Jordan, Becca, Kobe, Jared, Cole, Elisa, Brian, and Amy voted out at the last tribal council. So here we are with the final 4. Mercedes, knowing that you have a guaranteed spot in the final 3, what's going through your mind as to picking who you're going to have up there with you?
It's a power I never expected to have, and now I'm thinking about who I want on a jury.
And Mike, what's going through your mind as we get into this final vote?
What's going through my mind is everything's completely out of my hands now. And I just have to hope that I made enough enemies on the jury that will sway Mercedes to take me along with her.
Eliza,
No.
knowing that no more hidden immunity tokens are allowed to be played, it's all fair game. What's going through your mind right now then?
Right now, I'm just trying to convince her to take me instead of one of these 2 people, because, I mean, you have to. We were strong 3, but now that it's the 3 of us against, we have to flip. There's no other thing to do, so.
And what case have you been making to Mercedes to take you along?
With Bree, she has played a good game, but I think she did a lot of talking to everyone, and so I think she hasn't really made any enemies on that jury. I mean, look at him. I got him out the first time I had a chance to. He's gone. Kobe, we told him that we were voting with him, but we didn't. Jared, I didn't really play with him at all. Alicia, she kept trying to pressure me to go on one side, but I stuck, so I was loyal. So she didn't like that, so she's not liking me. Brian, he was flipping back and forth. He wanted to trust me, but I didn't trust him, so I stabbed him in the back. So he's not gonna want me. And then Amy up there, I told her that I was voting for him, and I voted for her so I could make it here. So if you really think about it, I think a lot of people on the jury don't really care for me right now.
At the same time, you've got somebody who had the first vote cast against them in this whole game, and she's here.
How many times have you played this game?
This is my second time.
Second time, so you want it extra because this is your second time playing. They know that. Even though you got a lot of those people out, those are your enemies, and you think they might be mad at you, but really they're gonna do good. They're gonna vote for you because you made such a good gameplay against them.
Nobody wants me to win this game.
I don't think so. Looking at their faces right now.
Yeah.
So Bree, I want to hear from you. So what case are you making to Mercedes to bring you along to that final 3 then?
I feel like I strategically worked with different players, but not so much that I created people that liked how I played. So I think people will look at that and say, I don't want to vote for her because of that.
Okay. So this is a huge decision, the most important tribal council of the game. We are going to get right to the votes. It's now time to vote. Go line up.
Well, this certainly wasn't in the plan, Eliza. I just hope that Mercedes agrees with me.
Sorry. You played a really good game.
Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Bree. Eliza. 1 vote Bree, 1 vote Eliza. Eliza. It's 2 votes Eliza, 1 vote Bree. 9th person voted out of Survivor Winthrop Treasure Hunt and the 9th member of our jury, Eliza. Eliza, the tribe has spoken. Mercedes, Mike, and Bree, congratulations. You are our final 3. Jury, you are dismissed. You 3, you're gonna go through the house, go onto the front porch. There's a little celebration waiting for you. All right? A little celebration awaiting for you.
I'm really proud of myself for even making it this far. Being loyal definitely paid off. But then it was just the 3 of us, so we had to flip, and they persuaded Mercedes more than I did. I feel like I played an honest game, and I had to be tricky. Like with the first vote, I voted for Jordan. I got him right out of there because he would have been here right now if I didn't.
All right, give it up for Eliza, everyone. All right, Eliza, what was was going through your head during that tribal?
I was sad I was getting out.
Yeah. But for a first-time player making it to the Final Four, that is huge. So what advice would you give to any future first-time players?
Have a strong alliance and get yourself there with them too.
With them too?
Not sure.
All right. Thank you, Eliza. Give it up for Eliza once again.
Final three!
It's not beer, but it will do. Oh. So guys,
Good choice, Mercedes.
there's no more gameplay
Share the blanket.
outside of just throwing each other under the bus for the next 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now.
That would be interesting.
My goal was just not to be the first out, and here I am in the final, so I'm feeling really happy, which was basically I think what I said in my original interview, is I just wanted to play a happy game, and it's been fun. You know, I made some moves. I kind of ultimately, I think, looked out for myself, number one. I have to admit to that. I think I played a pretty quiet game overall, and just tried to be as honest as I could and happy, and the only reason why I'm still here is because they gave me all their coins for the last one. That's how I got that immunity. And then I had that one. So without them, I wouldn't have been here.
So if I hadn't had
You
that,
having 20 coins was ridiculous.
Like, why did you have that many?
I know. Were you
How
stealing?
did you have that many?
it was just for my original tribe. We were pretty tight, and so we just kept passing them to each other.
I feel a little nervous to plead my case. I'm trying to like remember all the things I didn't do. But I feel pretty good. Although I feel like us three all have a really kind of an equal chance of winning. I didn't actually backstab anyone because they could say Mercedes was a backstab, but we never actually officially made an alliance. We had talked about it, but we never officially made one. I don't really have anything on Mercedes, honestly, that I could honestly use. Mike, him too. Like I think we all played a pretty clean game, so we might have to rely just on how us individually played.
You guys played a good game, though. I mean, you had good strategy. You had Jared totally confused, and I was so irritated because just don't trust it. And then he told me that about Amy. I was so mad!
There is no way that Mercedes should have taken me to the end. I mean, I'm willing to say anything to win this game. And she didn't know that? But, on the other hand, I did make some enemies. Hopefully, the jury appreciates gameplay more than they dislike backstabbing. I got here because of the loyalty of two girls, and I'm appreciative for that. And Mercedes maybe just not knowing me. That's the only reason I'm here.
We will now bring in the members of our jury. Jordan, Becca, Kobe, Jared, Cole, Elisa, Brian, Amy, and Eliza voted out at the last tribal council. So here is how this is gonna work. You final three, your goal is to convince these jury members to vote for you to be crowned the winner of this game. First, each one of you is going to get to make an opening statement. We'll start with Mercedes.
Hi guys. Love you all. I wish some of you were sitting on this final three with me, honestly. Not these people. But I just tried to play a happy game with integrity, and I think I achieved that at the end. So please vote for me. And I love you all.
Mike?
Hey guys, and girls. So, there's no way I was making it this far in this game as far as I was concerned. Coming into this, and I had things that I wanted to do in order to get further in this game. Couldn't do all of them because of tribal, where we all ended up. When I heard Becca got voted off, I wanted to be with Becca. This whole leading up to this, I was like, she was loyal to me all last year. I need to get to Becca and Amy. I need to get to, and then we're not on the same tribe. So I had to make other plans. And I was a threat last year. I proved that I was a threat this year. My gameplay got me here. And also loyalty from 2 girls, Eliza and Brie. I hope you appreciate gameplay more than you hate backstabbing.
Great.
I think I played a clean game. Some may argue that I backstabbed, but you guys can ask me about that and I have an answer for you. As far as my moves went, I didn't make huge moves, but you could also say that I was not a puppy dog to anyone. If anything, we made my alliance made moves together, which I think is important to get further. So just the fact that I didn't actually backstab anyone, hopefully that's important to you guys. So that's it.
All right. Thank you, finalists. You've had your chance to speak. We're going to open this up to the jury. And here's how this is going to work. This is going to be a group discussion. You guys are going to discuss one subject at a time, 3 subjects. First, you will be discussing the outwit portion of the game. This has to do with the finalist social game and how you think each one stacks up compared to the other 2. We're talking social game, the relationships you've formed, the alliances that they have made. Who takes the cake as far as social game goes?
Well, I feel like, honestly, first, from my experience, I feel like Mike did the social part, because at some point, Mike was, he was always keeping me in the loop, but at some point I saw him talking to people he told me to vote out, so I'm like, what? How's that like coherent with what you're telling me?
Yeah, and sometimes that's just...
But it's a social aspect of his game. So
and sometimes that's
that
just talking to somebody to appease them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you have to do. And as far as in talking to everybody, something that I did, probably the big move that got me to where I am and got me a little further, quite a bit further really, is making Jared think that I was with him. Because right from the beginning, I needed to get Cole out. I don't trust him, and I certainly don't trust Cole and Jared together. I could not handle those 2 being together.
Because we trusted you.
I know. And that was my best social move I made, to make you trust me. And you told me that Amy's going right before we get here. That one move made such an impact on this game. The social aspect of you trusting me got me here.
Personally, Mercedes did the best job of socializing herself with everyone. Mercedes never came up to me. I didn't really see her go up to anybody besides people she was aligned with. She sort of had people try to come with her, and she was just sort of floating through the social part of the game. This is how she got here.
Well, from a social aspect, Mike, I may have talked to everyone, and then he backstabbed those people. And then I had my alliance, and I just tried to stick with that and just go from there. And then at a certain point, that alliance broke up, and I was on the outs, and I just tried to outlast and see how far I could make it.
And think about this too. Who on the jury would have ever thought that Mercedes would have taken me to this? Did you guys think that I was going to be here?
Yeah, because nobody likes you.
I want to hear from Cole. How do you think Bree's social game compares to the other 2?
Well, the only thing I would say about Bree is that in the last jury, she said she talked to everybody, but she never made any effort to come up to me and talk to me. And every time I walked up to her, I felt like I was sort of being ignored. So that hurt me
Well,
inside, and
we had a nice game,
I
whatever
don't
that
know why she
game
felt
was
like
called.
I don't know why she felt like she went up to talk to everybody when she didn't come up to talk to me.
Maybe that's because you were writing my name down, and I didn't trust that you would be truthful with me. So strategically, I feel like maybe that was good because I didn't want to give anything away to you to work against me.
Bree's not to be undershined. She has the most gamesmanship here because she's been playing this for the last month. so she may be subtle, but she takes it seriously and she's cutthroat.
And I feel like I took it well when we were playing that game and I asked you like, hey, why'd you vote for me? Yeah. And I feel like I took it well and I understood why. You know.
Yeah, but like before it was obvious that I was going next. Like you never made any effort to come up and talk to me or.
You didn't talk to me?
Yeah, I did. I did.
You never came up to me. Yeah. You never came up to me. Individually, maybe in a group, but you never came up to me individually. Not that I remember. So I feel like that's because I knew that you wouldn't take anything that I said seriously because you were mad at me 2 years ago.
It was all part of the great plan. Just trying to think people didn't like it.
In terms of the social aspect, I felt like Bree did good, but not the best. But she did good. She was with an alliance, and it was clear, and she stuck with that alliance, and it happened to the other two.
Okay, I think enough has been said on this subject. All right, we've covered the social aspect. We're now going to move on to the outplay portion. This has to do with who performed the best in challenges and who was good at looking for your idols, playing the idols correctly, and who dealt with tribe switches the best. Becca, let's start with you.
Mercedes. I don't know. I was indoors a lot, but from what I've heard, she's the queen of all those words you said.
When I think of outplay, I do think of the challenges, and it's helpful that Mercedes got the team up this twice, right? And I got it twice.
As far as who gave effort and wanted their team to win, I think back of the first challenge, Eliza, who was encouraging you on the stairs? Okay, who ran the track? Okay, I wanted my team to win, and that's what I did. I wanted my team to always win so we wouldn't have to go through all of these things. And then finding the immunity idol under the chair and being able to save Amy. That was just this last second thing. I ate an onion that I don't understand. I might get emotional about the onion. That hurt. Okay.
If you should be 100% honest, Mercedes and you did really put out a lot when it comes to challenges. I didn't expect you to win the last challenge. I saw that determination on your face, and you were just moving. I saw you eat that onion, and I was like, man, I lift my hat to you because I would never do that, even if Sam paid me. So you guys definitely poured your heart into the challenges. Outside of the challenges, Bree did work too. She stayed under the radar, and that's always something you got to give credit for. Because if you have a plan, why put yourself out there?
All right, we're gonna move on to our third topic, our third and final one, Outlast. Obviously, these three have outlasted the rest of you. But what it comes down to is this: whose game do you respect the most out of these three? Kobe, let's start with you.
I think specifically Bree. She's the one that I dealt with the most, and she did a good job making alliances with everyone, which helped her. Maybe choosing the right person to helped her last longer.
But at the same time, the only reason I never got to play with you is because the first merge, or the first split, I was put by myself. All I had was Bree and Eliza, and I didn't get to play with you because I was all by myself on a tribe that didn't know me. The only reason I outlasted was because I embraced the ones that I was around.
Mercedes was all by herself too, so that's not really.
Yeah, that's the only reason why Kobe is out, is because everyone told me they were voting for Kobe, so I voted for Kobe, and then everyone voted for me.
I think that I didn't see a lot of Bree's gameplay, so I really can't comment. I think Mike played the best part of the other parts, with the social and the manipulating and stuff. That was great. But Mercedes, in my opinion, I'm glad she's where she is, but she should have been out so much earlier because she was targeted so many times. And she happened to play well-timed immunity idols and won them. And I think that is so impressive to successfully dodge attacks that many times. Because usually when somebody gets targeted, if they're not out that round, they're out the next round.
It's hard to overcome alliances.
But did she overcome them with social and outlast?
I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
She won the last 2 immunities, which got her here. Yeah, that's amazing. So she outplayed us on 2 immunities. Without those 2 immunities, she would not be
You
here.
could have a good argument for Mercedes.
So I outlasted.
You outplayed.
I'm not sure what you're trying to
I outlasted.
No, that's part of the outplay.
Okay, I'm gonna close this topic. We're gonna get one final statement from each of you. We'll start with Bree this time.
I think I played a balanced game as far as everything else goes. So, vote for me or not.
Mike.
So, I mean, obviously, I had to play hard. Okay, so just some of the switch-ups that I had to make happened on day 1. We tried to vote Eliza out, Jordan. You'd be here. It was going to be the 3 of us. I didn't get to play with some of you, Becker and Kobe. I didn't get to play with you guys. I got to play with Cole and Jared. I played with you guys. And I was scared of you 2. Petrified. And I got here despite it. Actually, because of it, I got here. And I know I wouldn't be here with the 2 of you. I would not be here with the 2 of you on the final 3. That's not going to happen. Eliza, you know we were 3 strong at the end. You know we were. Amy, I did everything I could for you until there was nothing more to be done.
Really?
There was just nothing more to be done. Brian, I told you exactly what we were doing up until, dude, you wanted to make Final 4 and you threw yourself out at 6. I don't even understand it. But you did.
All right, Mike. I think you've had your time, Mike. We're gonna move on to Mercedes. Yeah.
I just think I played with the most integrity and happiness. And it's a game. We all came to play and had hopefully had fun doing it.
Okay. Thank you, Final 3. Jury, it's now time for you to vote. And let me remind you one more time, this time you are voting for a winner. You're voting someone to be named the sole survivor of this game. We're gonna have you go up one at a time in order of who was voted out. So starting with Jordan. Okay. Thank you all for a great season. It's been a really fun day. I'll see you guys at the reunion.
Hey, where are you?
I'm leaving the airport just now.
Are you in the Middle East?
Yeah?
We're not having the reunion in Qatar.
Oh. Did we decide against that?
Yeah, and we're all waiting for you in the house.
Okay, I'm on my way. We're gonna have to turn around.
Boy, am I winded. Hello, good to see you all again. Before I read the votes, I just want to say a couple things. I just want to say this is our 5th year doing this, and I always say it gets better every year, but I think it goes without saying, this was by far and away our best season ever, so thank you guys. So, Mercedes, Mike, and Bree, let me remind you, you want to see your name written down on these ballots. Are you ready? First vote, Mercedes. Make some noise. Mike. Bree. Mercedes. Mercedes. Mike. Mike. All right, let's just pause for a second here. So far, we are tied. 3 votes Mercedes, 3 votes Mike. I have 1 vote. I have 2 votes left. It couldn't have been a tie. I would have told you that very night. So that means the next vote I read is the name of the winner. Are you ready? The winner of Survivor Winthrop Treasure Hunt, Mercedes! Congratulations.
Because Bree is my G.
This decision is not very hard to make for me. I'm sorry, Bree. I feel that Mike played the best game overall. I think he just did a good job of talking with everyone and really deserves to win.
Mercedes played a good game, and I didn't mean to get upset with you in the middle. I was in the living room, and I overheard one of you or Bree or someone say that you were irritated with something I did, but maybe I just misheard it. So I didn't mean to get upset. But you played really well. You lasted a long time, and I think it was impressive for you to make it as far as Mike and Bree, because they're both really good players. Good job.
Gotta vote for Mercedes. She played the best game. Also, she's my cousin. So, yeah.
Because you stuck with me the longest, and I believe you played the most honest game.
I chose you because I felt like you had definitely played a different strategy than I would play, but it worked for you and it worked with your personality. I think it was really close between you and Mike. Bree, you did well as well. You did well too, but I think they definitely had better combination, outplayed, outlast than you. But I definitely feel like Mackenzie played under the radar while still achieving those. And she showed her true colors in the last part, which was cool.
Mike, I'm pretty TO'd that you aligned with Bree and Liza for the final 3, but I think you played a really good game, and I think you have a lot of enemies on this journey, so I'm going your way. Love ya.
I'm voting for Mike 100% all the way. He was loyal to me. He got me this far. He never backstabbed me. He played a really good, strong, loyal game, and he got this far with the challenge and everything. So that's why I'm voting Mike.
Yeah.
Is it not? Yeah. 5.
Oh.
You got 5.
I got 5. We'll find out.
And I got 1.
Okay.
Because we're only 9 on the jury. Right.
I was pretty sure I had at least 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I wasn't sure like the 5, so I didn't know if they were had like split you guys or.
No, because he would have showed if it was Mike or me. He would have showed.
Right.
I think it will be. I think it will be some he wants to because during this final tribal, he like played because he worked with you.
No.
Did you finish?
It was between us.